Hello. Welcome to Sunday afternoon sprints because it's football season. So now we have to do sprints at different times. But welcome. If you're part of my Patreon, this is the last day of Scatagorathon. So I am reading Kaiju Preservation Society. I rolled Backlist book and I was like, oh, that's easy. And then I rolled the letter P, which made it significantly more difficult. So we found this and I'm about 100 pages into it and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yay, that's good.
I also need to edit a video today. So that's what I'm doing today. We'll probably be here for like 3-ish hours. What are you up to today?
I am going to run to the grocery store to get the last bits of things I need because like fresh produce just doesn't last, So I tend to get what I know I'm going to use in 2 weeks. But I also like the recipe I use requires me to go and get certain things, especially like hot peppers. Like they don't
last long. No,
they don't. Like a jalapeno will, but like not the one that I use. So I have to go and get new stuff every week for this recipe, which is fine.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. But
I mean, produce really shouldn't last more than a week, anyways. If it is, it probably has pesticides on it.
The nice thing about produce is if you know how to store a lot of it, you can get it to last a little bit longer if you know how to prep it and stuff. Like I can get lettuce that'll last 2 weeks.
I mean, as the food scientist of the two of us.
So now,
if it's a head of lettuce, that's fine. But if it's cut, that's when it becomes a problem.
Oh, see, well, not typically. What I'll do is like I wash everything and you put it in an ice bath and let it sit for 10 minutes. And then you wrap it, you like spin it off and wrap it in paper towels, take all the air out, put it in a Ziploc bag and it's fine. So.
Okay.
Haven't given myself food poisoning yet. Now you do have to choose a fresher head of lettuce.
Right.
But yeah. So, but yeah, I need to get lettuce too today because the lettuce I got was not as fresh as it could have been. I have discovered romaine lettuce I get more than I can eat in the amount of time that it will last, but it also lasts longer than red and green. I'm like, okay, well this sucks. Yeah. So, but yeah, I gotta do that.
Nice. Reading After That Night. Very nice. Hello. Reading Imperfect Magic by C.N. Rowan. Very nice. Reading Shadow of the Fox. You like this one, right?
I haven't read that one yet. It's Julie Kagawa. I like her writing, though. I've read her Iron.
Oh, no, I was thinking Wicked Fox.
Yeah, no. Wicked Fox is very good. I liked that one. That one's fun.
You know, all those Fox books.
Yeah.
Hello into my Sunday grind of grading assignments and prepping for the week. Happy to have company. Nice. I hope your grading goes well. Hello. Need to read the book for next fantasy book of the month episode. Very nice. Hello. Reading Blood Over Bright Haven. Just got home from work, so I'm eating and catching up on BookTube. Nice. I have a lot of BookTube I need to catch up on too.
What's BookTube? Never heard of it.
Weirdly enough, I am physically reading. So, like, who am I?
But I feel like the book you're reading, though, is a really easy one to physically read because it just goes by.
Yeah, and it's very conversational.
Yeah. It's like you're sitting down talking with someone as he's telling you about this really crazy, like, what was it, 6 months he had?
Yeah.
Or 9 months he had. It's like, what the fuck, my dude?
Yeah. No, I'm having fun with it. Reading Jackal. Hello. Yes, I am. I work in food safety. For like a bunch of restaurants. But I do have my certified professional food safety. It's not a degree. It's a what is it? What do they call it? Like it's a certification.
Certification.
Like a license kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And I sit on the CFP council, which is like they have a heavy hand in writing the food code.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm sure that's a fun and frustrating job.
It's actually fascinating.
I think about all the politics that get like so I don't know if you've ever listened to the podcast Maintenance Phase. They literally just did one on the food pyramid and how the beef industry made them redo the food pyramid but like 3 weeks before it was supposed to go out because they saw it and they saw that beef was high up on the avoid, like not avoid, but like have this more sparingly.
Yeah.
And like it. And I'm just like, oh, this has got to be such a frustrating job to work in because like you'll have the science and then these lobbyists will just come in and be like, do this.
Yeah. So like the difference in that, like with the food pyramid and stuff, that's all done through
the government.
It's
through the USDA, which
was the USDA that came in and like was being a butthead about it.
Because we decided not to put it in the Department of Health and Human Safety.
Yeah.
Which would make sense. We put it in the place that part of their job is also to sell food.
Right. So CFP is a group of like the FDA, the USDA, and the CDC, but then also academics.
Yeah.
Regulatory, which is like county health inspectors, and then industry, which is restaurants.
Yeah.
So there's no government technically.
I thought you just said the USDA and the CDC were in there.
Well, they are, but that they're it's the people that are on that council are the scientists at the FDA, not the lobbyists. So,
well, so they'd still be part of the government part. We're just not dealing with the dumbasses that are throwing money around to make it so that
right.
You know, they don't have to regulate their product.
And those three groups are only there on a consulting basis. They didn't actually have voting power.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just like, so it was industry, academic, and regulatory that would come up with this whatever system they wanted to add. And then the FDA and the USDA would be like, actually, no, we can't do that because of X, Y, and Z science, microbiology.
It's like, hey, bro, you can try that, but like the science ain't gonna science.
Exactly. The science ain't sciencing.
Like, it's not gonna have the result that you think it's gonna have.
Right. So, like, honestly, the council was a fascinating. Like, I loved it. I was a fantastic week. Reading a book about a holiday in Mallorca while on holiday in Mallorca. Well, isn't that very meta of you? And I hope it's the second one you're enjoying more, because that would be really awkward if it wasn't. Hello, reading The Identicals, just zipping through. Had a quiet house day. That sounds so lovely. Currently reading My Roommate is a Vampire. I've heard a couple people reading this recently, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. Going between Cemetery Boys and Queen of Shadows this evening. Very nice. I haven't read Queen of Shadows, but I have read Cemetery Boys. It was really good. The government is also in the U.S. also pushes the need for dairy. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's always something. All right. Well, we're gonna do at least 3 45-minute sprints. We'll see what happens after that. I probably will be ending this around 6 or 6:30 my time. That's the plan.
Okay.
So let me this one, and then I can put this thing back. There we go. Because I had the solo one because I wasn't. You said you're gonna be late, so I had like whenever I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I was like,
it's all good.
There's not time for me to make it to the grocery store and back within any sort of like reason. I'm like at this point, I looked at the time. I was like, at this point, I might as well just get on Sprint and then go to the grocery store.
Is 45 minutes enough time for you?
Oh yeah, my grocery store is like 5 minutes away.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I've got 3 Publixes within 5 minutes.
Nice. All right. Well, then I'll see you in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I read 30 pages and also filmed a vlog clip.
Nice. I should read.
What you reading right now?
I'm not reading anything right now. I had 2 books and they've gone back to the library because I just was like, I have more things, other things I need to be doing instead, unfortunately.
That's fair.
I got to the grocery store though and got back.
Important.
And all the groceries are in the fridge that need to be in the fridge.
That's good.
I love the peppers out because I'm going to go cut those in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Hello, Rye. We had
Hey,
some
Rye.
people join us. Yes, got started on the homework. Been putting off all afternoon. Might grab some dinner for the rest of the sprint, though. Very nice. Hello, Ro.
Hey, Ro.
And hello, Sherry. Cooking and listening to your plantation farm is not okay. All right.
Oh boy.
That feels nonfiction, maybe?
That feels like a podcast.
Oh, wait. Sorry. It was
Plantation prom.
Is not okay. Same.
Basic. Well, here's the thing. If someone wants to go and like bulldoze a plantation and turn it into something useful, like something like reclaim it, but that's not.
No.
I don't know. That's like dodgy, and it's got to be. Like, I feel like that's something that would be a great way to do, for example, reparations, to be like, hey, you historically, your ancestors were from this farm or this plantation. Would you like this land?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to split it up the way we should have.
But it's like, have you read When the Reckoning Comes?
No, but is that the one that had the plantation wedding?
Yeah.
I get it. They've got really big, pretty houses. You can find big, pretty houses other places.
Right?
I promise.
I promise you. Yeah. Didn't get any reading done. My 11-month-old niece I'm babysitting woke up right as the sprint started and wanted cuddles. That's fair. You know, sometimes you just gotta do that. Read at 28 pages, now 70% into Daughter of No Worlds. Are you liking it? I gave that one 5 stars, so I hope you did like it, or you are liking it. But I know that one's not her like a lot of people's favorite series of hers. This thing keeps bouncing.
It looks like it's a YA novel. That is a very good cover, though.
Nice. Now that like that, your plantation prom is not okay. I think I remember seeing that on unanticipated releases. Yeah. 30% into Twisted Love, enjoying the banter. Nice. Got all but one assignment graded in one of my 6-7 stacks to get through today. Listen, that's great. That's like 1/7 of the way done. Hello, welcome. So what are you going to be doing in this next sprint?
We're going to be chopping everything up and probably getting things cooked. So.
Hey, think about this. You only have to do like 2 more weeks of like actual like food prep.
I will probably continue to do food prep just because it is nice to have lunches prepped. But like if I don't want to, I can always do a thing where like I make it because I do the HelloFresh dinners away and there's 2. I make enough for lunch the next day. Like I don't. It's the timeline that I hate about food prep. It would be real nice if I could, instead of having to do everything on a Sunday, I could do it on a Monday morning or something.
Right, that's what I mean.
Or do it halfway through the week if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
See, I can't do food prep the way that most people can, like where they'll literally make the same thing for the whole week. My ADHD brain could not eat the same thing.
That's part of why I hate it so much. I have so much. It's really funny when I started doing different recipes and new recipes. The part of me that hated doing dinner went away.
Yeah. Well, because like I was trying to like watch meal prep TikToks and stuff. And there was one where it was like, she had this really cool recipe and she would do it in like 5 glass or like Pyrex containers, and then
Yeah.
you bake it, and so then
Yep.
you have 5 lunches for the rest of the week. And I was like, that's great. I would get bored of it by Wednesday.
Yeah. See, I don't like growing up, I didn't have that luxury because
Mhm.
my food intake was so like there is something to me that's like there's something very comforting, and I'm way past when I would want to normally stop, but since it's a new like I'm quitting, I haven't changed recipes. Like I like having something that's the same every day,
Mhm.
especially if it's something I like, but then I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, now we're done.
Yeah.
We need something new. So
Yeah, I can't go a whole week eating the same meal.
yeah.
But what we do
One
is
thing,
just
go ahead.
well, we do the HelloFresh meal, but we do it for 4 meals. Like we just buy
Yeah.
like the bigger size, and then that way there's lunch the next day.
Next day, which
Yeah.
is good. The other thing you can do, I follow Abby Sharp. She's a dietitian
Mhm.
on YouTube, and the thing that she says, because she has kids, she's like, I do a lot of prep that's like staple. So like I'll have this done, and I'll have this done. I'll have rice prepped.
Mhm.
So like all I have to do is grab a few things. I can throw together the meal because I have a bunch of the steps half done.
Right.
And then I'm able to, you know, it's I have these staples ready to go, so it's easier for me to put meals together, but it doesn't have to be the same thing.
Mhm.
The other thing I run into is if meat has been in the fridge for too long, which is why a lot of my stuff is really heavily spiced. Like I can tell if it's been in the fridge for more than a couple of days.
You mean like already cooked?
Yeah, already cooked.
Yeah.
I can tell, like it starts to taste stale to me, and then that triggers my gag reflex.
Yep.
So like it'd be so much easier when I'm able to, like I'm working from home, because I'll be able to like just have everything prepped except for them, and I can do the meat before I eat.
Right.
So
yeah. I also really like, and I know like you can't do this necessarily for like when you have allergies, but there's a brand that has this, like it's an Indian food brand that like literally just comes in a package. Like it's like masala or whatever. And like you just microwave it. And so then you can get the single pack of rice and then the single pack of that. And like, it's like $4. And that is an easy work lunch.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I've tried some things that are like that. I don't change. I haven't found any that I really like. They're okay. Basically, it's like I could make this better at home.
Oh, for sure. But like when I like my lunch options are never it's just like, okay, this will sustain me for the rest of the day.
This will get me through the day.
I am not like, yeah. Or I'll get a salad kit, which I know you're not supposed to get. Like I shouldn't be getting salad kits, but they're just so easy. And if I make it, that's like 2 to 3 lunches or 2-3 salads.
Is that you shouldn't be getting a salad kit like for health and safety reasons or for a different reason?
For health and safety. There's a lot they're not regulated well enough.
No, they're not
tracked well enough. And
well, neither are meal companies either, apparently. Like that's why Daily Harvest got in so much trouble.
They all have their own like food safety team though. But no, like just salads in general, because there's so many different things happening.
There's so many different, yeah.
So usually you can't track E. coli outbreaks, which is what like the number one thing that
you're gonna get from
lettuce is gonna get.
Yeah.
And so salad kits are like the number one like target of, or like they get recalled the most because of E. coli.
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me. And I mean, like here there's a part of me that's like, there's when you have stuff going on in that mass level, there's no way to make everything be 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Just because there's way too much. And I think it's more about educating. Like, I don't know. I don't know how much it helps, but like, I'm one of those people that I still wash my stuff.
Yeah.
Even if
for sure.
I know some people don't.
For sure.
So, and I would imagine some of that helps, but
it's just like if you talk to most food scientists, they'll be like, what's the one thing you stay away from? Salad kits.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they're just so much easier than like making your own salad. So sometimes you have to like, do you want me to eat healthy or do you want me?
Yeah. And like, especially because I know that the same thing with like chopped vegetables, because like that literally maintenance phase was just talking about this too. I was just on a kick listening to them all weekend.
Nice.
They're talking about how like the way that fruits and veggies and stuff work, that skin is meant to protect them from bacteria and stuff. And when you cut into it, you now make it easier for bacteria to get into the food and thrive.
Well, that's why you can keep a watermelon on your counter, but then once you cut it open, you have to refrigerate it.
Yeah. But then also you have people who, for many, many reasons, usually to do with accessibility, they need that stuff pre-chopped.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah, it's just more expensive because it's going to last less. Like it's
less
gonna have
time.
A shelf life is much shorter.
Yeah.
So like I understand why. Like I know from an accessibility standpoint, it sucks when it's like pre-cut stuff is so much more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But from a science standpoint, and then therefore from a food cost perspective,
well, there's more labor going into it if you're cutting it.
Correct.
Which, and don't get me wrong, like food is overpriced. I think sometimes, especially
for the most part, yes.
Especially when it comes to like when you are when like fresh produce costs more and is inaccessible and unaffordable for the people who get demonized the most for eating fast food and stuff like that. It's like no, you gotta fix this first, before you can start saying this,
right?
But yeah, it's just it's fun.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Neve and I were actually talking about this just yesterday because we were talking about. Were you there for part of that? Because we were talking about how there was a point where like all the lettuce had been recalled and like there was no lettuce at Taco Bell.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And they were like,
so that was because there was actually a really big E. coli outbreak.
Yeah, but which is I would assume.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that like I'll pay a little more for a little bit less if I know I will use it before it goes bad versus the larger amount that will go bad.
Right.
Before I use all of it. I'm like, I'm going to be paying more either way.
Either way, yeah. Like if you think about it like per ounce or whatever.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I've been wanting to finish it since I started in July. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Teaching and Anxiety, something that would ruin my love for it, kept me from reading. Yeah, you don't want to read, especially because that book is like, there's a lot going on. I just finished the second one and I was just like, there's so much going on in this story. And so if you're not in a good headspace to be able to like focus on it, you wouldn't enjoy it.
Wait, which book is this?
Daughter of No Worlds.
Okay.
I think you would like that. I know. I think you would
I would like it as well. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I think you need to do a vlog where you just read all of the books that everyone's like, this is a Margaret book.
I mean, you mean all the books you say this is the Margaret book.
I'm sure that there are other people that have said this.
You're the main person that's like, Margaret, this is your book.
It's true. 20% into Rouge by Mona Awad. Is that out yet, or are you reading an arc? How are you liking it?
I turned in my 2 weeks Friday, so I will be self-employed as of October 1st.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm gonna do in that case is I'm just gonna be telling her, listen, like I'm gonna have to hit the ground running in October, and this is how much I'm gonna be making per hour. Working with my dad.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna sit down and figure that out. And I'm like, I'll be like, I would be more than happy to come back on a short-term basis, 1099 me to help train, but it would have to work with the schedule and we would have to find something that's more comparable to what I'm making here. So
yeah, that's fair.
I'd probably sit down and tell her, like, I would need to look at what prices would be or what I would need to charge. Like, maybe not give her a straight answer, but like, ease her into it.
Right.
She's a businesswoman. She's a hustler. She'll get it.
Yeah, and she'll understand. Read
Yeah.
28 pages of The Way of Shadow by Brent Weeks. Have 23 pages to go to finish the book. I hope that you have muted us and that you are just finishing the book.
If it's Brent Weeks, those 23 pages are about 40 minutes worth of reading. So
Right, but we have been chatting for a little bit. New Agatha Christie movie is in theaters. It does look cool, but like I don't like. I really like the vibe of this movie, but also I don't watch horror at all, and so I don't think I will actually go watch this.
it's not horror, though, is it?
It's like a mystery, but it's like definitely horror adjacent because it's Agatha Christie.
Mm-hmm.
The Haunting of
See, I always saw her as more of like straight murder mystery.
Yeah,
Sherlock
but, like,
Holmes, I could
it's
see being a little
dark.
bit more
It's
horror
dark.
adjacent.
Yeah, I think it's more just the vibe. And if it was like, I don't know, that in concept, it's great, but
Yeah, she's also one that like I can see her doing a similar thing to what they did with Sherlock Holmes, where it would seem to be like something paranormal, something horrifying going on. And then it comes down to, oh, this person was doing this.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. That's probably what it is. But just from, I mean, I've like I said, I've only seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Hello, had pancakes for dinner. That sounds fun. Now reading, current read is The Hacienda. Hope you are loving it. Hello, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Yeah, congratulations. Okay, it is out. Its supply is low, so if you don't find it, that's why.
Interesting.
Good to know. I mean, I haven't read any of their books, but you know, I've heard good things about them, but I haven't actually seen any reviews of Rouge. And normally like Books and Lala reads it like right away.
This sounds like Howl's Moving Castle, but spooky.
Okay. Interesting.
I love it.
All right. Well, should we do another sprint?
Probably should. I should get my food finished.
It's a good plan. All right. Well, then we will see you in 45 minutes.
See you.
Hello, welcome back. I only read like 15 pages this time, but I was also making a TikTok and a YouTube short, which took way more time than I thought it was going to. But I didn't have time to do, I didn't really want to do a video of my Comic-Con TBR. I was like, that's kind of a boring video. So I did it as a short and then forgot about it.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I should probably put this up.
Oops.
So I
It
edited
happened.
that and put it on TikTok and YouTube for that.
Nice.
Yeah. How was your sprint?
There we go. It'd be better if my iPad would pause on the first beep instead of the second one. I got the veggies done and I got my chicken for dinner marinating.
Very nice.
So
I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight.
I'll do the meat in the next sprint.
Nice. Oh, I think I have some sweet and sour chicken I can do.
Nice.
That's easy. Because I don't really want pasta. So I had leftover
Yeah.
pasta. Well, 'cause that's like the last meal that we have is like a ravioli. But I have leftover pasta salad for lunch today. So I don't really want that. But I
You
have
don't want pasta 2 days in a row?
I mean, like I would, but like probably not good for me.
I mean, some days you just need to have pasta for all meals.
Sometimes,
To be honest.
yeah. I mean, we did just say that I was like about to start my period, so like that makes sense.
Yeah.
But rice
Like,
is also,
listen, pasta's like potatoes. It goes with everything.
it does. And the meal that we have is like ravioli that has like zucchini ribbons in it and stuff. So it's gonna be, I mean, it's good, but I don't know.
Nice.
I'll make it tomorrow because my boxes come on Tuesday.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah. Hello started Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. Was confused because I didn't know Our Town. I can't read because I felt I didn't know Our Town. All right. I can't read today. It's fine. Working on Children of the Fallen Gods and planning my week. Very nice. I've done this so many times. Just like left something on mute and then came back an hour later and we're like, oh yeah, I was watching that.
Oh no.
Hello. Just finished part 1 of Children of the Fallen Gods. Honestly, crying a bit, so I'm glad for the emotional break. After the end of part 1, it like skyrockets. Like it's just like takes off in pacing. I think I read all of like basically from the end of part 1 through the end of the book in less than 24 hours. So,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I had to because my library loan was going back.
Yes, that is. I remember that part.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, I thought I had 2 days left. I do not. It's fine. Finished the Fantasy Book of the Month book. Did the dishes. Going to start Sword of Mercy and Wrath. I hope you like it. I feel like you would like this. I was very surprised that Cassidy did not like this
Yeah.
as much as I thought she was going to. I think you'll like it, Rachel.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah. All right. Just joined. Welcome. Hoping to finish the only one left today. Are you enjoying it? That one was a ride and a half. All right. Well, that is the... Huh?
I said that's funny. A ride and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, it just drops you off at the end.
I mean, those are good books, though. Sometimes it's fun to just be
Honestly,
dropped
that one
off
was
the
one of...
cliff.
It was definitely a win for Riley Sager.
Yeah.
So that's good. Oh, my back is hurting today.
Where we started talking about food again. I was like, oh, I should check and see if HelloFresh has any recipes I'm interested in again.
Oh yeah. What am I getting next? What am I getting next week? I don't even remember. Where's my app? Sun-dried tomato risotto and enchilada bowls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The sun-dried tomato risotto sounds really good.
It's so good. And it's actually easier to make than you might think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, because it like risotto seems like it would be hard to do, but
they have a Tuscan mushroom. Something
well,
like
I want to do that one, but Derek does not like mushrooms, so I can't order anything that has mushrooms in it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did that one with chicken, and it's you could easily, so you don't do it the way I do, though, because I buy all the ingredients myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, you can easily sub out the mushrooms for another veggie, but
yeah,
you're getting the box.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try it, I could send you the recipe.
I mean, I'm sure I could find the recipe, but I have, anytime it's an option, like you have it, you can get all of the steps.
Yeah. I just go through every week and I'll look over the recipes, see if there are any that I'm interested in, and I'll download the PDF.
Yeah.
So, because it's just one of those things where I pick and choose every week.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a pretty nice thing of stuff I can eat, though.
That's good. I am so glad you're enjoying this book, and I hope that you're crying in the best way possible.
We have said what book this is, I think, 3 times, and my brain is still drawing a blank.
This is Daughter of No Worlds. Right. Yeah. Enjoying it so far. Nice. All right. Well,
this is why I didn't film today.
Fair. Same.
Yes, no, we didn't. We weren't. No, she's not working today.
Same. All right. Well, we're gonna do probably one last sprint.
Okay.
And then call it a day. Do you want to do 45 or do you want to do a longer one?
I can do either. I'm about to go throw some meat on the grill. Not in the grill, on the pan.
That's fair.
And just go.
Let's nope, not that. Let's do a 55-minute sprint.
Okay.
Why not? I'm just trying to think that it'll take us basically right to 6.
Yeah.
And then we can have a little chatty bit, and then we'll be good.
We can go.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna DNF my in-person book club for this month. I'm very confused.
Oh no.
That's fair. But sometimes DNFs in real in-person book clubs, they make for good discussion.
Yeah. I wish I had known about DNFing when I was doing in-person book clubs, because I would have DNF'd a bunch. My thing is that I want to be able, if I don't like a book for a book club or something like that, I want to be able to tell people exactly why I don't like it and whether or not it got better. Because that's always the claim. It's it gets better if you get further in, or they fix it later. And sometimes they do.
Right.
Sometimes they don't.
I am very excited for Rom-Comathon too. I've been staying away from romance books.
That's next week, right?
No, it starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, that's next week.
I guess so, technically. I guess technically it starts tonight. It starts in
I switched to my weeks starting on Mondays.
I do too, yeah.
3 years ago, and I have not changed back. I do not regret it.
That's fair.
It does get a little confusing on my Google Calendar sometimes, because my brain will still be looking at stuff and be like, okay, but this is Saturday, and this, no, it's not.
So the easiest way to fix that I found was do the 4-day.
Oh, it's already fixed in my Google Calendar. It's just that my brain automatically makes Monday, Sunday still. When I'm for some reason, when I'm looking in Google Calendar, my brain will okay, first day Sunday, then Monday. And I'll be talking to people, whenever you see me go, they're like, oh, no, wait, that is Monday. You'll see me talking about dates, and I have to go back and I'm off by one day. That's what's happening.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
no, I always use, on Google Calendar, I always use the 4-day setup. And then the first day is just today is just the farthest left. And then you have your next 3 days, which just works for my brain when I'm trying to schedule meetings or stuff, because I go, okay, I'm probably not scheduling a meeting more than 3 days out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do monthly calendar
my boss tomorrow.
Same. I don't know. Sprints are going to be really like chill and casual. Just because like I think Eva's actually like on vacation until Tuesday. And so she's like not available.
Good for Eva.
Yeah, I know, right? And I haven't talked to Michelle. There might be tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, there'll be sprints on Wednesday for sure, but I honestly don't know. Because Michelle has kind of stepped back a little bit from doing sprints. So I don't know. It's a very chill readathon. It's mostly like, here are some prompts, read romance for a week and be happy.
We have breakfast options, Brianna.
They do, yeah.
Apple cinnamon breakfast bake. My life has been changed.
Yeah, I don't ever get them because I feel like it's not worth using a meal credit for.
No, that makes sense.
So, but yes, they do. They also have the like 10-minute lunch things.
Yeah.
And those are really like, those sound really good too.
Yeah. Again, this is why it's fun to be able to just print this stuff out.
It's true. All right. Well, then we're going to do a 55-minute sprint. Now it's going to be a little bit past 6, but whatever.
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 It's not like anybody's going to be docking our pay.
All right. Then we'll see you in 55 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I don't remember where I started this sprint. But I have about 60 pages left. I'm on page 194 and there's like 250. So I will definitely finish it tonight.
Nice.
Which, like, I don't know, kind of boosts my confidence of physically reading an entire book in one day. No audiobook to help me.
Listen, it's doable.
Yeah, well, I didn't think so.
You did it.
Yeah.
I made dinner and I finished food prep. I just gotta put everything in little jars now.
Very nice. I've decided I'm definitely going to do sweet and sour chicken because I don't feel like actually cooking stuff. And that is all relatively easy.
Yeah.
Because we just get like we get the pre-made chicken because it's just easier to do on weeknights. Like there's always like, we get our 2 to 3 meals from HelloFresh, and then I have to like fill in the rest of the week, and I usually will get 2 ADHD friendly meals for the burnout days of I would actually rather just order DoorDash, but I'm not going to do that because I'd like to save money.
So really what they are is burnout friendly days.
Yes.
Meals.
Yes. So that is what this is it's literally like frozen chicken, like frozen grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will like put it in a pan with the sweet and sour sauce, heat it up, and then microwave the rice.
I used to do that for my lunches because I would just pre-make like a salad.
Yeah.
And I had two little containers. I would prep 2 days worth of salads. And then that morning as I was doing breakfast, I just grilled the chicken for it and throw that in a Tupperware container and throw that in the fridge when I got to work. And chicken salad.
That's the way to do it. I don't know where we were at. Shay's gotta go. You're already gone, but thank you for hanging out.
Hi, Shay.
Finally got finished with Tower of Dawn. Fantastic. Switched to Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. This is her new one, right? Pretty sure this is her new one. 30 pages in Queen of Shadows. Very nice. 100 pages of Sword of Mercy and Wrath. It's good so far. See, I knew you would like it. Productive Sprint. Finished today's chapters for Hello Stranger at Buddy Read. And it's up on a cliffhanger. So I'm saying, fuck it, let's read the rest. A mood. And
I've done that with Buddy Read. It's been like, hey, just so you know, like that last 3 chapters, I already read them.
Well, so like with Children of Fallen Gods, like Shay was actually ahead of me for most of the time that we were reading it. And then when I realized that I had less than 24 hours left, I was like, FYI, I am going to speed ahead. Because she was working all that day, so she couldn't listen. And I knew that it was a heavy admin day. So I was like, I'm just going to sit here and listen to it all day. Read a chapter and a half plus did dishes. That's important. Had to stop reading to work on lesson plans. I've never hated lesson plans more. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you'll be able to get a little bit more reading time this evening. Got to 84% of the only one left. Holy cliffhangers. Right? That was the Riley Sager in general. I don't know if this is your first Riley Sager or not, but Riley Sager in general is really, really good at doing end of book cliffhangers, and there's so many of them all at the end. Terrible Buddy Reads. Yeah. Me too. Bodyguard, his boss, and his boss's fiance. Yes. Chef's kiss. Will read a book in a day. Yeah, there you go. It happens. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. There might be sprints tomorrow, but I don't know. And then there will be sprints on Wednesday. and you're gonna do sprints on Saturday.
I am.
Just Saturday, right?
Just Saturday. Why? Is there a reason I would be doing sprints for something else?
I don't know. I just thought maybe you would be doing more sprints.
Not yet. In October, maybe.
Okay.
So
Fair
in
enough. I didn't know
October-
if you and Cal had riding sprints planned.
Potentially. Good
Fair
question. I should talk to Cal about that.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will see you next time.